Yo guys, what is going on? Got some more BT8 gameplay for you guys. We are going to see the Blue Flare deck at the top versus RagnaLord down at the bottom. Sped up just a little bit because this game was a little bit lengthy. But my opponent is starting first with the Tommy. He is playing that. A small blue hybrid package, I do believe. I'm going to start off with a Ludimon, plus the old Ludimon from BT2 or 3, I believe. BT3, yeah. The one that lets you grab a Legend Arms plus a RagnaLord is so powerful in this deck. And I'm going to follow it up with the Zubat Eagermon Digivolved for a cost of 2, since he can actually go over black Digimon. We are going to see the Madoki, so our opponent has unbricked just a little bit, and then after that he's going to play the Blazing Memory Boost to play the Kiriha from his hand, and then grab 2 more Blue Flare Digimon, or Blue Flare cards rather, to his hand. So going to grab a Metal Greymon plus another copy of the Memory Boost. So we are at 3, we've got a pretty strong line in the hand. We can go ahead and promote the Zubat Eagermon, and then gonna go ahead and swing with the Ludo. Gonna get punished a little bit by the Ice Wall. Going down to 1 is unfortunate, but I'm just going to evolve the RagnaLoardmon, which has the opponent's turn effect that it can't be deleted by your opponent's Digimon. I'm not too worried about being deleted. The worst thing that could happen is I could have my material stripped. So we're just going to see Metal Greymon Digicrossed for a cost of 3. Of course, it costs 7, but reducing by 2 for both the male Birdramon and the Greymon each. On play, it does gain Rush, and then it's able to freeze up to 3 Digimon with less materials in it. Fortunately, my RagnaLoardmon does have a little bit more materials, but then he's just going to evolve straight into Decardramon, going to go ahead and freeze my RagnaLoardmon. If you're wondering why he didn't attack, is because I did have the blocker inherited from the rookie there, and then after that, I'm just going to go RagnaLoardmon for a cost of 4, revealing top 3, and then playing a Legend Arms from amongst those. And then if I want, I can also use Zubamons on play to stick it underneath to then reveal the top card and then add it to hand if it wasn't able to be played. And also going to gain a memory off of the Digi-Egg there, but of course our opponent's going to go back to 3 regardless. So we've got another invincible stack here. Our RagnaLoardmon is a blocker, and he can't be, I believe he can't be deleted, and he also can't be bounced by any effects back to hand. So we're going to go ahead and swing with the Decker Greymon, going to be able to unsuspend as well as freeze something in play if I've got 2 or more Digimon and if it's got Blue Flare, but of course the male Birdramon effect isn't active right now. So I'm going to go ahead and block. Our opponent will Armor Purge with the Decker Greymon, which is really, really nice. I'm going to pop the first Memory Boost to go ahead and play the second one to go back to 0. Going to reveal a bunch of really powerful cards, revealing a third Memory Boost, by the way. So we're probably going to grab, I'd imagine, like a Memory Boost plus like a Metal Greymon is usually the typical play, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And then we're going to put the rest at the bottom of the deck. I am getting set up for the RagnaLoardmon in my hand. I've got 3 of them, so I just need to put like a Durandamon or something similar onto the field, and then I'll be able to be in a really good position. Once you get RagnaLord on the field, it's pretty much GG's. His effect is just so ridiculous. That's hard for your opponent to come back. Greymon's going to be evolved for a cost of 2, and then putting me to 2, so we're going to go ahead and start our turn. We do also have the end of turn like Jogurus effect from the RagnaLoardmon inherited, so that's definitely a possibility. I'm just going to go ahead and swing over at the Metal Greymon, and then the Zubat Eagermon will pop the Madoki since it is 3000 DP or less. Metal Greymon, of course, has got material save, so he is going to go ahead and save those materials underneath the Kiriha, and then we're just going to Digivolve Zubat Eagermon in the breeding area here, and then just going to go ahead and Digivolve the Durandamon for a cost of 3. Of course, we don't have the ability to block this turn, but I don't think Blue Flare can really out something that is 12,000 DP without using something like an option card. We are going to swing into security. The material save is going to happen there, so Greymon is going to go underneath the Kiriha, having multiple sources there, so if he wants to play something like a Metal Greymon, he can definitely do so by suspending his Kiriha and using the materials from those. So that's exactly what we're going to see. We're going to go ahead for a cost of 3. Once again, Digicross the Metal Greymon using the male Birdramon as well as the Greymon. The Kiriha should be suspended right there because it was utilized for the Digicross. And then now we've got the ability to unsuspend and stuff like that, but we're just going to go ahead and pop the Memory Boost, and then go Decker Greymon for essentially that 2 cost that we just got off the Memory Boost. Swing in Security, Armor Purge, and then we are going to go ahead and start the turn. Of course, our Bravoludamon is frozen because of the Decker Greymon. Really, really powerful stuff there. Doesn't really require you to have a certain amount of materials. We are going to go Durandamon for a cost of 2, since the level 5 there does reduce the evolution cost. Gonna swing, and then when attacking, revealing top 3, and then playing a Legend Arm 7 cost or lower, of course, being able to play the Tealudamon there. I should also gain 2 memory here, 1 for each of the Sakudamons there, and then on play we are going to put the level 4 there underneath the stack here. So I do apologize, I should have been at 3, I believe, but we're just going to go ahead, swing, check 2, and then Jogress into RagnaLord. RagnaLord on evolve will delete both of his Digimon, since we've got 8 or more materials. It's 1 for each 4, and then because 2 things were deleted, we're going to go ahead, trash 2 security cards, and then just going to go ahead and blitz, and well, not blitz since I'm at 2 memory, but swing for a game, and that's just going to be that. So really, really insane aggro by that last play. RagnaLord is just such a monster. That's pretty much the ideal setup, although it doesn't really happen that often, I'll admit. Our opponent is just going to play the Kiriha and pass turn. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Zubamon, Digivolve the Cyclonemon for a cost of 2. Really nice dual color red-black card there. And we can definitely play the Legend Arms Alliance. I'm not too big of a fan of that card, but I am going to just opt to play the tie for a cost of 4 to guarantee ourselves a 3 memory. Our opponent is going to bounce back with the Flare memory boost here, revealing 6 cards, being able to grab any 2, probably the Greymon and Metal Greymon. Yep, that's exactly what I would do, just because the Greymon is a searcher, so you can dig a little bit more for maybe your Gaussmons and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and start with the 3 memory, missing the level 6 here, so we can definitely just evolve the Regiludamon into the breeding area. And then perhaps like play the dual color option, since we've got both a red-black card in play. We can then play a 7 cost or lower Legend Arms just straight from our hand. So going to play the Duramon for a cost of 0, and then it's also got a delay effect where you can trash it to like stack the top of your deck. Regardless, our opponent is going to play the Greymon for a cost of 4, revealing the top 4 and grabbing 2 blue flare cards. There are just so many powerful searchers in that deck. It makes the deck really, really consistent and really explosive. Just being able to grab so many cards. Like, look, he has like 8 cards in hand already to my 4. So we're just going to see another Greymon putting me back to 4, revealing a bunch of cards. He is going to be able to grab the Decker Greymon plus the Kiriha there from those revealed cards. I am going to go ahead and promote the Regiludamon and then swing into security, hitting, unfortunately, another Blaze memory boost, so our opponent will start with a billion memory next turn. We are going to swing Duramon and then pop the Legend Arms Alliance to reveal the top 4 cards of the deck. Just so close to be able to use that Durandamon on the top. So I can put these either on the top or the bottom of the deck. I think I will probably put them on the top, but I am thinking about a little bit of stacking here, because when you, like, let's say if I evolve into the Durandamon, and then I'm going to be able to, like, stack the effects of, say, this Ludamon here. So I'm going to be able to play the Ludamon. On play, I can place him underneath the Legend Arms to then reveal a card and then play it. So Zubamon's going to be played, and then the cycle keeps continuing. You just keep stacking and stacking, because on play, you just stick something underneath. And then Zuba Igamon can definitely use his effect to pop something 5,000 or lower, so that's really nice, all the while sticking something underneath them, and then we're just going to play a tie for a cost of 3. So unfortunately, the thing about this deck is, like, you use a lot of cards to just, like, make your one stack. So you can see I have 3 cards in hand, which, so if he outs my stack, I'm in a really, really bad position. Greymon is just going to swing into the security Ludamon there, so it does survive. But if something like a Metal Greymon or a Decker Greymon comes down, I will not be able to survive, and that's exactly what we're going to see. The Metal Greymon here is going to be played for a cost of 3 here, or actually 5, sorry, because he does not have the Male Bergermon. And then it's just going to gain rush and then swing over my stack, and then Gaussmon is going to be played. So I'm in a pretty terrible position right now. I think I could have definitely played that a little bit less greedy. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass. But my opponent does have 4 Digimon on field, so Gaussmon is going to swing, hit a tie. Greymon is going to swing, die to security, material save, going underneath the Tamer. Metal Greymon is going to swing, Madoki's going to swing, and then we're going to go ahead and pop the Blaze Memory Boost to play another Metal Greymon to play it for 5 and rush me down for a game. So guys, that is going to be game number 2. So then for game 3, I'm going to make my opponent go ahead and go first. So we're going to see the Digi-Egg there, the Upamon, and then Digivolve into Gaussmon, and then a blue memory boost played for a cost of 3, only revealing 1 target, but it is a pretty solid one. Greymon's definitely a card you want to have early on because it's got that reveal 4 and add 2 effect on play. So you can swing with the Gaussmon and then just go ahead and play the Greymon off that. Really nice stuff. We're going to start with the Sakudamon into Zuba and then into Zuba Eagermon, and then playing a tie for our play cost of 4, putting our opponent to 3 is definitely a really solid turn as well. He's going to counter with the Blazing Memory Boost, revealing the top 6 cards of the deck, getting both the Kiriha there, as well as a Metal Greymon plus a Gaussmon. We're going to then go ahead and I think he revealed 5 there, so that's why we saw like the top card go to the bottom, I'm pretty sure. So just making sure we reveal 6 and putting the rest at the bottom. But regardless, going to get a Kiriha and a +2 there for the cost of 5. Plus the delay effect is really powerful as well. Going to think on the promote, but I'm just going to leave him in breeding so I can Ludamon and then go Duranda for a cost of 3, fixing my stack a little bit. Next turn, I'll be able to check 3 cards potentially with the Duranda plus the tie combo here, and then popping some stuff with the Inheriteds. Gaussmon is going to swing into security, hitting a Ludamon, going to then be able to play the Greymon for a cost of 4 on play, reveals the top 4, and then adds any number of blue flare. I think it's 2 blue flare plus a Kiriha there, so that was a little bit of a misplay. Definitely should have grabbed the Kiriha, but even if it went to his hand, he already has one in place, so it's not really relevant. We're then going to see the Digicross of Metal Greymon into the Male Bergermon and Greymon into the Metal Greymon here for a reduced cost of 3 basically. So then a memory boost is going to be popped, and then a Decker Greymon is going to be Digivolve for 0. Of course, no effect is going to be able to like freeze one of my Digimon. And then Greymon was also able to be played for a cost of 4. So I do apologize about that cut. I should also be at 4 memory here since Greymon is not a 3 play cost. He costs 4, so I should be at 4 right here. Hopefully it won't matter too much. I try not to keep too many misplays in some videos, guys, but this video was actually just like very back and forth. I think it was very enjoyable towards the end, I think. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and reveal the top 3 off Durandamons when attacking, swing into the Decker Greymon, which is going to Armor Purge, and then of course Sakudamon will gain us our memory, so we should be at 5 technically right now, and then going to swing over that, so Armor Purges, and then the Inherited from Zuba Eager is going to be able to delete the what's it called, the Gaussmon there, or the level to delete the level 3 there. And then after that, we're going to play the Ludamon for a cost of 3, revealing the top card by sticking it underneath our stack, and then playing a Duramon for a cost of 0, a free 7 cost Digimon. So this is why I said it doesn't necessarily matter, because I should have been at 2 there. I would evolve Ludamon for a cost of 4 and then go into 2, but now my opponent's just at 3 anyways. He's going to start at 3, and then we're going to reveal the top 3 and then stick our Ludamon underneath our big stack. It is going to give it blocker. And then I was debating on whether or not to Jogris due to the end of turn effect, and I am actually I'm just going to do it anyways. So we're going to go ahead and stick our stacks together and then go into RagnaLord. So RagnaLord, when Digivolving, will Blitz, and then when DNA Digivolving, for each of his 4 materials, you delete 1 Digimon and then trash the top card of your opponent's security. So he's only got 1 Digimon, so we're just going to delete 1, but we are still going to trash 2. Those effects are not dependent on each other, so we will just be able to delete the Metal Greymon, which has got material save, and then trashing a Sora Joe plus a Decker Greymon is a really, really good hit. And then, of course, being able to unsuspend since a card left our opponent's security stack there, and then we are going to finally connect that last attack. So we trash 2, and then the RagnaLoardmon swings for a hit. It should technically check 2 though, so it should check 2 cards. So our opponent will be at 1 security technically, but we do have a blocker as well, so there's not really much our opponent can do with this hand. We will swing the Gaussmon. I'm going to let it go through, but RagnaLord is a 15,000 blocker. Of course, not going to really be able to play around that. No really option cards or Digimon effects that will be able to deal with that effect. So we're going to pop the last memory boost, go on to 5, and then play the Metal Greymon for a cost of 3 with the Male Bergermon and the Greymon there going down to 2 memories, suspending the Kiriha, and then not going to be able to freeze it. with this, but the Deck or Greymon can definitely freeze any normal Digimon. When Digivolving, you may place a blue flare, and then if it's got Deck or Dramon, it can freeze something. However, RagnaLord does have the inherited effect from the RagnaLoardmon, which says opponent's turn. If it's RagnaLoardmon, it's not affected by Digimon's effect, so I can still block. So I'm just going to go ahead and block, and then he's going to Armor Purge here. So just got the Metal Greymon on the field, but not really going to be able to do anything. So we're going to go play the Gaussmon, and then I'm just going to be able to swing. I'm going to Digivolve the Zubamon, but I'm going to be able to swing with RagnaLord, and like I said here, our opponent should technically be 1, so I would hit the last security card, and then because of RagnaLord's effect, where something leaves the security stack, I unsuspend it, and of course checking no options as well. I'm just going to be able to swing for game anyway. So guys, that is going to be the video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I do apologize again for the little like misplays here and there, but I do my best to point them out and just exclude them altogether. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Look forward to a RagnaLoardmon deck profile soon enough, because I am really enjoying the deck. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.